Well, Shane, the way that game went for 55 minutes, how shocked are you to be sitting here after a loss?
We didn't finish. I mean, we went out there, we shot ourselves in the foot. I mean, the game played out just how we played it. We didn't finish.
You know, the first half you guys had all that great field position and couldn't make anything out of it. Looking back, how important was that to the way this game played out?
It played a major role. I felt like we were undisciplined with penalties, and it came back to bite us. So I feel like they took advantage of the opportunities that they got on defense when we shot ourselves in the foot with those undisciplined penalties.
You guys, you know, have taken pride in being disciplined around here for a long time. To make that many mistakes in terms of, you know, blown coverages and bad penalties and interceptions, you know, hard to see your team look like that out there.
Yeah, it's kind of something we worked on all week in practice. We said we're going to be more detailed and more disciplined than last week, and I don't feel we did that. I don't feel like we did that. So tomorrow we're going to get started for the next week, and we're going to work on that.
You know, obviously, you know, the way college football is, one loss can mean a whole lot, but you guys learned last year that it isn't necessarily the whole season. How do you kind of refocus it, you know, toward the rest of the season?
I feel you tell a lot about a team, how they respond after a loss. So I'm hoping we go out there next week and we have a good week of practice, and we come back and we rebound off of this.
How did it feel for you to get more involved in the offense tonight?
I mean, it felt good, but we didn't come out with the win. So if me getting those catches is what we need for the win, and that's fine. But the ultimate goal is to win at the end of the night.
Sure. What do you got to do to kind of push the offense over the hump here? I mean, like I said, kind of in the first half, you guys were knocking on the door. You're just barely outside of field goal range from getting points. What does the offense have to do at this point to get over the hump?
We just got to continue to focus on the little details, the false starts, all the blocking in the backs, the holdings, all of that. We got to focus on that in practice. We can't just go through the motions. So we got to, when practice comes tomorrow and on Sunday and on Monday, we got to work on that. We can't just expect to come out here and do it in the game and not do it in practice.
Ryan making his second start, obviously, turned the ball over a couple times. How would you assess your quarterback's play tonight?
I mean, they have a good stingy defense. They played a great game. They had a good scheme. I mean, he made a few mistakes, but it's not all on him. I mean, it was receivers could have went and made the play, knocked it down. So I feel like it's on both of us. It's on the receivers, the quarterbacks, and it's on our O-line.
You'd had, I think, 2 catches in the last 3 games combined, and all of a sudden tonight you were a huge factor out there. What was the difference? Why all of a sudden were they able to get you the ball or trying to get you the ball?
I mean, that's just how the dice roll. When your number's called, you just got to step up to the plate. You never know when it's going to be your game.
Second week in a row, no touchdowns for the wide receivers. How do you assess that?
That's actually a big deal for us. And one of our position goals this week was to get in the end zone. And me being the leader in that room, that really hurts me and it hits me hard. So we want to make sure we get there next week, for sure.
You guys obviously got off to a little bit of a slow start offensively last year. I mean, mostly it was just one game, I guess, out of the gate. But I guess how do those struggles compare to maybe these struggles, I guess?
I just feel like we need to find our groove. I mean, that's last year. I feel like that's what happened to us. We had to respond to some adversity that we had early on in the season, and we finally found a groove. And I'm praying that that's what happens with this loss.
Does the loss sting a little more as a senior? I mean, especially when you kind of look at kind of stuff you're talking about, leadership and committing penalties and all that stuff.
It does, because I mean I'm the senior in that room that plays. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all on me. I'm leading that group, so if we're not doing what we're supposed to do, then it's on me. It's not on them.
You guys came in, went down 4, needing to score there. Haven't been in that situation a ton. What was the confidence like? What was the vibe out there on the field?
We practice that situation every week in practice. It's like clockwork. Every week. We do it every week. We've been doing it since the spring. We know what we need to do. We know the down and distance. We know everything. We just didn't go out there and execute.
What was going through your mind? I mean, you obviously saw the play, or I'm assuming you saw the play, the Hail Mary last week. What was going through your mind as that ball was in the air?
Not a lot. I was just praying he knocked it down.
Did it feel like there was a specific turning point in this game?
I felt like it was ongoing the whole time, the whole game. The false starts and not converting on third downs. We just kept shooting ourselves in the foot.
Why do you think that was? Was it the atmosphere? Was it just not focused, or what do you think? It's just not not something you guys are used to doing.
I'm not sure. I mean, we're used to it. We practice with noise. I'm not sure what it was. I can't really speak for someone else, but we got to work on it and we got to get better.
After Tanner would sack or if you make a bad play, you'd come up big time and throw a long pass or a touchdown. How were you not able to contain his momentum and in order to win this game?
I'm not sure. I can't really speak for him. I'm not sure.
You good, guys? Thanks, Shane.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you.